Do you ever have a theme idea in your head, but you don't really know how you're actually going to make it? Well, this was one of them, and I'm actually really pleased with how it turned out. It surpassed my own expectations. Hi, I'm Juliana, and welcome back to our video. This time we are setting up September in my mom's bullet journal, and it's a quick and easy setup, so stay tuned. This month I'm going to travel a little bit in my mind to Barcelona because this theme is inspired by the rustic panot tiles. I don't think I pronounced it right, but I will put an example on the screen. This video is a little smaller than usual because it is actually a quick setup. It doesn't take a lot of effort at all, just 3 notepads, 1 mini sticker book and plant stickers. And I had to make an easy setup because my wrist is a little sensible because I'm building furniture and carrying heavy boxes upstairs in my house, so it's a little sore and I didn't want to overdo myself and make it worse, so I think this theme was the perfect rest for my wrist and it still looks good. So to begin, I started by putting one of the tiles in the middle of the page, and the idea is to make it look like a wall full of tiles. So I made a pattern with them, and the little sticker book with tile designs actually had some gold or silver foiling on some details, and they are slightly smaller than the notepads, so I left a little border all around them just to make them pop a little more against the other beige tiles. And I think it looks cool and like it was meant to be that way. This page is going to overflow into the left one, but not all the way. I'm then ripping the corners on that side to make it look more aged and more rustic. Also, the notepads don't have any glue, so I had to glue them to the page myself. And all of these materials that I'm going to use are from Journal Say, but I think the beige tiles are currently out of stock, so I can't link you to them, but I will try to link you to anything that's still available. So everything will be linked down below, together with my discount codes. I wanted a pop of some other color in here because everything was beige, so I went with some greenery as an accent color, and I made it look like it's growing from underneath the tiles by cutting parts of the bottom of the sticker and align it with the edge of the tile. For the titles, again, I didn't want to make the lettering myself, just to let my wrist rest a little bit, so I made some stickers with my Cricut, and the fonts I used are Merlot for these main titles, and the rest are from the Cricut Classic font. Both are from the Cricut Design Space free library. Also, you may have noticed that I made the title in Portuguese because for my mom's bullet journal I make all the setups in our main language, that is Portuguese of course, but I'll translate everything as we go. Now for the calendar spread, I made a simple layout and a very common calendar shape by making squares for all the days, and I also did squares for the spaces that are not part of the month, and that's because I'm putting some extra decoration in there. I had these mini tile stickers from a sticker sheet from Sticky Club, and I thought it would look nice with the other ones because they are in the same color palette and they fit perfectly inside these squares. And then for the other decoration all around the calendar, I'm making a similar thing to what I did on the cover spread, but instead of making it flow from one side to the other, I'm decorating both sides of the spread and building the wall towards the middle. So again, the same concept, aligning the tiles in the pattern that I want, and then putting some plants on top. To make sure I didn't waste that many tiles, I used some cut-offs to glue on the other side or wherever they fit. I had plenty beige tiles to use, and I still have even after this setup, but if some parts fit the space that I wanted, I didn't see a problem in using them. Now, for the weeklies, it's going to look complicated, but don't worry, it's actually not. So, we are starting by making Dutch doors, my favorite layout ever, and this is the quick part of the setup because instead of decorating multiple spreads for the weeklies, I just did the Dutch doors and decorated one spread, and that's all. So for the shape of the Dutch doors, we are going for kinda like a mini book inside the journal. So I cut the right side of the pages and the top and the bottom, leaving just a little bit of page on the spine so that it doesn't affect the integrity of the journal, and I'm using some washi tape on top to really secure it. This washi tape is not going to be visible, so don't worry about the design. And I usually use some transparent tape, but I didn't have it, so I had to use washi tape. It still worked fine, but the transparent tape is stronger, so if you have it, I would use that option. So for this mini book, we are making horizontal layouts for every single page, and I don't usually do horizontal layouts. I prefer square or vertical layouts, but for aesthetic purposes, this time I decided to do it. This first spread is only going to have 6 sections because September starts on a Tuesday. The next ones have 8 sections, 7 for the days of the week and 1 for the notes. And the last weekly is going to have 10 sections, all for the days of the week, because I'm putting the 3 last days of the month, that's going from Monday to Wednesday, together with the previous week. For the numbers, I'm using some stickers from Paper Monogatari. Her shop is temporarily closed because she's on maternity leave, but I will still link her shop down below because she has some digital files still available in case you want to check it out. And then for the days of the week, I'm using my homemade stickers with the Cricut Classic font. Now, I made the Dutch door in this specific shape because I had plans for my decoration. So we are basically making the Dutch door look like it is on the wall and the tiles are framing it. And this part took me a while, not because it's complicated by any means, but because I somehow messed up the tile by cutting parts of them that were necessary, so I had to redo the left side as soon as I realized my mistake. But that's okay, I learned with my mistakes, so if one day I decide to do another tile theme, I already know how to make it without mistakes, even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to still make them. The weeklies are done, so we can now move on to the final spread of this setup that is for my mom's monthly expenses and a brain dump page. So starting with the left page, I'm making a table with 3 columns, one for the item, one for the date, and one for the price, and then we have a row at the bottom for the total. I always make this table the same way every month because my mom likes it this way, so if it isn't broken, why fix it? And then for the decoration, I'm just using the empty space above the table to put some tiles. And then on the bottom of the table, it has just enough space to put more of those mini tiles. So I used them again to make the theme more cohesive since I only used it one time before. For the brain dump page, I have to leave most of the space empty because that's the whole purpose of this page. But of course, I had to decorate a little bit of the bottom part to make the decoration mirror the left page. So basically on the left we have decorated the top, so on the right we are going to decorate the bottom. And I used again the same process as all the other spreads for this one. It's time for the final flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even though it is smaller than usual. But if you did enjoy the video, like, subscribe and comment down below a brown heart emoji to let me know you watched it till the end. I think that when I have a very limited color palette to work with, I get even more creative with the spreads and how to decorate them because it makes me think on how I'm going to bring something more to the spreads without relying on color. And I actually did a very colorful tile theme last year, I think. So let me know in the comments if you prefer a very colorful theme or if you are more of a monotone or very limited color palette type of person. For me, I guess it depends on the theme and the vibe I'm going for, but I think overall I'm more of a limited color type of person. I love the different tiles and the designs on this one, but I think the green from the plants really makes them pop a lot more against the page, because otherwise it would be a beige ocean across all these pages. Next week I will have my reading journal update that I'm really excited about, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!